So it's time for my blush declutter. I have so many blushes in here that I want to get rid of a lot and clean up my area. But before we get into, if you want to know what I'm wearing on my eyes, because the eye look turned really, really nice, it's the Natasha Denona Retro Palette. All those nice plums in here. Then I have the Makeup by Mario in the shade Deep Plum in my waterline. And I'm using my BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Passion. This is such a beautiful lipstick, so hydrating. I love it. Let's get started and let me show you my blush collection and start decluttering. So here I have some of the blushes that are sitting on my vanity, and when it's time to do the shop my stash and change my items, we're gonna get into them. But I'm gonna keep this for now here, and we're gonna work what we have in here and start decluttering, and then we're gonna get to this and see if there's anything to declutter, which I doubt it, but we're gonna check it out. So let's get started with this area. Okay, I hope you guys can see everything. Let's start with this set right here. So we're gonna put everything that we declutter in this container, and anything that I declutter will go towards my daughter. She'll look through it and see what she'll like, and then if she doesn't like it, then we'll decide whether it's good for someone else, expire, or good to throw out. So let's start with the Patrick Ta in She's a Doll. Of course, this is not up for decluttering. This is my Patrick Ta blushes, which I love so much, and they're just so most wonderful blushes you can own. Very pigmented. I hope you guys can see that. It's just stunning blushes. So this is a keeper. It's gonna go back in here. I guess this is more of a, I will show you my blushes and decluttering at the same time, because this is another one. Oh, she's different, and I am not going to declutter this one either. It is just a beautiful, nice mauvey with a hint of brown. It's so pretty. They're just so pigmented and they work so great together. So this one's staying as well. Another Patrick Ta is She's So LA. This is more of that bronzy type of blush. Isn't that pretty? At first I thought this was a bronzer, but it's actually a blush. This is She's So LA. And here we have She's Blushing, and this is the newest one in my collection, which is a more brick type of blush. It's so pretty. Very pretty. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's stunning. So these are keepers for sure. My next ones are Tower 28, and I have 3 here and 1 there, but let's get through this one. This is the Tower 28 in Power Hour, and of course this Tower 28 blushes are just a favorite. Look at that very intense color. A little bit goes a long way. Probably this is one of my favorites from Tower 28, Power Hour. Then we have Magic Hour, which is more of a peachy, more muted brown. You can see it has a hint of pink in it. And my other one is, which I'm wearing today, is Office Hours. So you can see the mauviness in it. So these are all keepers. I know, don't worry, so far no decluttering, but there's a lot in here that I'm going to get rid of. Okay, so let's move on to this one. This is the Hello Kitty by ColourPop. This is the only blush I have by ColourPop. It's a very nice, intense, electric orange, and it's so pretty. And I did wear this the other day, and I really loved how it looked on my face. Aloha Honey Pressed Powder Blush. So this is a keeper for now. And I have my Natasha Denona Cupid Cheek Duo. I think I got this in a boxy charm, and the blush is still very nice. You can see it has a hint of more of a shine to the blush, so it's very unique. And it also comes with a nice highlighter, very intense. I haven't used the highlighter much, but I should. Look at that, it's so pretty. So I'm keeping this one. Now 2 more little blushes here. I don't know if you guys can see them. I have my Lila B blush, which it looks like it's kind of hardened, but if you warm it up with your finger, you can see the nice orange. It's very unique and orange. This is kind of my only orange cream blush. So I'm keeping this one, good for traveling. And my other one is my Fenty cream blush. And again, this is a very nice orange, but more muted. So it's beautiful topper for any blush. It's so pretty. So I'm keeping this one. This is in the shade Fuego Flush, and the Lila B is in Be Daring. So these are keepers for sure. Now let's move on to this section here. And in this section, I have the Jekka Black Red Touch Satin Finish Blush. And I got this in a boxy charm. It's really pretty. It's very hydrating. It's a nice cream blush, but I have not used this in a long time. And this is in the shade, yeah, Red Touch. So I'm decluttering this one. I'm gonna put this away in the container here. First declutter, yay! And now we have the Wonder Beauty, and this is the Double Date Lip and Cheek. So you have this nice pink blush. Look how intense that is. It's really pretty. And then on the other end, you have this nice Vaseline type of formula. So you can use this as highlighter, topper, or for your lips. I think I'm going to declutter this. I haven't used this one in a long time. So I'm going to add it and probably give it to my daughter. Okay, next. We have a blush called the Red Apple Blush in the shade Koi. This was sent to me a long time ago. I really love it. It's a very nice muted formula. The formula is very, very beautiful. But I haven't gravitated to it much with all the blush collection I have. So I think I'm going to give this to my daughter as well. So we're going to declutter this one. Yeah, so this is the Item Beauty Blush in the shade Oopsies. This stays in my collection. It's a very interesting formula. It's a cream to powder, and it's a nice muted pink. I hope you guys can see that. It's a beautiful blush, so this is definitely will stay in my collection. Then we have the Sephora in the shade Charmed number 27. It's so pretty. It's a nice orange, very similar to the other one. Like, look at that nice bright orange. I love it. So this stays. Then we have a MAC blush. This is my only MAC blush I have, and I want to own more. This is in the shade Raisin. This is a matte blush, and it's really pretty. It's very pigmented. I'm putting it where it's wet, so it's hard to blend, but it's such a nice brown, very unique. Kind of gives me Patrick Ta vibes. So I'm keeping this one. I'm sitting down now. Next blush I want to keep is my Melt blush, and this is in the shade Sundown. This is a blush highlight, so you can see that it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's a very nice, bronzy type of blush with that nice shimmer. I really love this one, so I'm keeping this one. And of course I'm keeping my NARS Orgasm. This I got in a boxy charm. So this is kind of the same as the Melt, but it's more pinky. So it has that nice, beautiful shimmer to it. Very hard to show on the hand, but when you apply it to your cheek, it looks really nice. So this one stays as well. Okay, so let's move on to the back here. I hope you guys can see. Now I have two by Alley Oop. And these are the trios. One is in the shade Sunkissed, one is in Sassy Pants, and they open up like this, where you have a highlighter, blush, and a bronzer. Let me show you both. And here's the other one. So we have a pink and more peach. Very nice, beautiful formula actually. You just have to warm it up because I haven't used it in a while. But look at that nice mauve. So pretty. And then the other one, again, just warm it up, and a nice peach. So for sure, these are declutters because I have not used them in a while, and I'm just gonna give them to my daughter. Okay, now I have very similar to the Alley Oop. I have the Co-Beauty ones. So let me open them all up here. So same thing, we have 3 things going on. In some we have 2 blushes and a highlighter like this one. The others we have 2 blushes and 2 bronzers and 2 highlighters. I love the formula. I love the highlighters a lot and the blushes, but I think this was a holiday collection, so they don't really sell this in the store. So I'm thinking of decluttering this. It's gonna go into my daughter's, or if she doesn't want it, we're gonna have to get rid of them. I have used them and I really like to use them even for eyes, and those highlighters are just stunning. But I think I have too much already and I'm not gonna use them as often, so there's no point in keeping them. So time to declutter them. Okay, now if we're still in the back here, this Essence Mosaic blush, this is in the shade 40, the Berry Connection. It's pretty. It's not a bad formula. Looks very similar to the Dior blush, this one right here, the pink one. But I haven't really used it much. I didn't gravitate towards it much, so I think I'm gonna declutter it. Here's a really old one, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush. This is in the shade Baby Blossom. This is such a pretty, the formula is still very soft. This is very old, so this probably is time to chuck it because it's probably expired. I had it before I started my YouTube channel, so it's quite old. So we're gonna declutter this one. Okay, let's see what we have here. Now, I have this e.l.f. blushes, and I don't know, let's open them up here. Okay, so we have these blushes. I know that this is called Barbados. Then we have the pink one and the peach one. I don't see the name on it right here. It's supposed to be on the side here, but I don't know. I have not used this once in a while. Let's see. They feel very nice. Like, beautiful colors. Here they are. So the pink one, the peach one, and the Barbados one. I think I'm gonna keep them for now. We'll see next blush declutter if I use them, but I think that they're still really pretty. So the only e.l.f. cream blushes I have are this one, so let's just keep them for now, and then we're gonna see next blush declutter. Okay, then I have this Peri Pera. This is in the shade Pure Blushed Sunshine Cheek. I think, yeah, this is made in Korea. It's really pretty too. Look at that. It's okay. You already shine, it says on it. So, I don't know. It's a nice muted pink. I think I'm going to declutter this one. I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm going to put it in the declutter box. Okay, time for a coffee break. Now let's move on to this one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. Oh, I just love this so much. It's like a nice blush topper. Look at that shine. It's so pretty. And this is in the shade Beachy Peach. So I don't know, should I keep it? Okay, let's keep it for now, and then we'll see at the end when we get to the table if we're gonna declutter it or not. Of course, we have 2 e.l.f.'s, which are both really pretty. We have this one, which is a nice peach. This is the e.l.f. in the shade Always Cheeky. And then this is the e.l.f. I love this one, in the shade Blushingly. More of a muted pink. So, I don't know. I'm gonna declutter this big elf one, and I'm gonna keep this one because I love the formula more here. We gotta declutter, we gotta get rid of them. And then of course I have two NYX, which I'm gonna keep. I love my NYX blushes. One is in the shade Citron Rose, which is very similar to my Melt Cosmetics ones. Let me show you this one here. Very similar formula. You can see the shimmers in it, but not glitters. So very similar. And then I have my NYX in the shade Summer Breeze. And this one has no shimmers in it at all. Look how nice and beautiful shades they are. So pretty. So my NYX ones definitely stay. Okay, so we did quite a dent in here. Now we have the e.l.f. palette here, Total Face palette, which I think I'm going to declutter. I haven't used this in a while. Colors are very muted and still very pretty, interesting. This is a highlighter, I think, yeah. It's perfect for that inner corner. Ooh, so pretty. But yeah, I have too much, so I'm gonna declutter this one as well. Okay. Wow, my declutter box is getting big. And what else we have? Oh, Co Beauty. So these are made in Italy. These are really good blushes. The Co Beauty Cheek and Lip Multi-Stick. This is in the shade Sienna, and then this is in the shade Sunrise. So the shades are exactly what the containers look like. Very pretty. And then here are my Co Beauty blushes that look very similar to my Glossier, which I'm gonna keep. So these are a must. This is in the shade Dreamy 73, very pigmented. This is in the shade Pure 59. So I'm keeping all of this. So let's see, might as well put them all in here now. Get rid of this. Okay, so let's move on to LYS. I have them here. I don't know if you guys can see them here. So I have my LYS in the shade Kindness. This is very pretty, a nice peach. You have to warm it up. When you don't use them for a while, you have to warm them up. So pretty, very nice peach. So I'm keeping this one. And then I have all the baby ones. You guys, I have a review on my channel on this. I have Empower. Let me open them up. Empower, Unforgettable, and Grateful. Okay, so here's Grateful. Very nice plum. Then we have Unforgettable. It's a nice peach. More red. Look how pretty they are. So pigmented. So don't worry, they're not dry. Once you warm them up with your finger, it's gonna be fine. And this is Empower. Look at that brick red. So yeah, these are staying. Okay, so which section haven't we done? This section right here. Now this section, I can tell you right now, let's see, let's try them on. Let's start with this M Cosmetics ones, which I got from BoxyCharm. Let's see how they work. So we have Peachy Peach. I don't know, let's see, should we keep them? Oh yeah, so pretty. So these are more serum blushes. You won't get that much pigmentation. This is Venetian Rose. Oh, it's just that the caps don't work super good, but formula is stunning. So you want that more relaxed blush look. These are nice serum-y blushes. And this shade is Sunset Sky. So they're so pretty. So you can see that they're not as intense because they're serum blushes. So you can feel the serum in them. But I think I'm gonna keep them for now because I haven't used them in a while. I don't know. I'll keep them for now and I'll think about it next time. And of course I have my Rare Beauty blushes in the shade Bliss and Joy. So I'm keeping both of this. I love my Rare Beauty blushes. I won't be getting rid of them. I have a Milk blush in the shade, this is a lip and cheek in the shade Work. It's really pretty. It's perfect for traveling as well, so I'm keeping this one. I have to buy more by Milk Makeup. I really love their packaging, so cute. Then I have my Rare Beauty in the shade Nearly Neutral. Ooh. Very soft blush. You can see it's a pretty shade. And of course I have my Merit in the shade Beverly Hills, which this one stays. I love my Merit blushes. I just have a review on my channel. I just received a new Merit blush, so stay tuned for that, which is this one. We're gonna get into this one when we get to the top here. So this is staying. And we have two sticks. One is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Peach Caramel, which is very pretty. It's not really, yeah, it is a peach caramel. It has like that orangey shade, but more of a latte caramel. I love this one so much. And then we have the Wonder Beauty. This is an illuminator on one side and a blush on the other. So this is in the shade Bear. So here is Bear. Oh, so pretty. And then here is Nude Glow, which is the highlighter. So I'm keeping one by Wonder Beauty. I know I declutter one, but this I like more. So this is staying. So this whole container staying. Okay, so let's move on. We still have this section here. So this section, I have my NYX Sweet Cheeks. I love this palette so much, and I just did a video with it, but then I realized I don't think they sell this anymore. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna declutter it and give it to my daughter, because they don't sell it and I don't want to use products in my videos that you guys cannot purchase. So this is a beautiful palette, so I'm not decluttering because of anything. It's good to go to my daughter for now. Okay, then we have here's another one, Wonder Beauty Trip for Two. So we have a nice blush and a nice bronzer. This is very pretty. I haven't used it in a while. I got this in a BoxyCharm, but you can see I did use it a lot. So I think I'm gonna declutter this. I have not used it lately. Now we have the Too Faced blush. Oh, this still is good. This is Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo. It doesn't smell like anything, but it's really pretty. But I haven't used this in a while again, so I think it's really cute packaging, and I think this is gonna go in my declutter box. 3 more blushes. This is the Laura Geller. I have a video on this. This is really pretty. This is the blush. Look how nice that color is, that peach. Then we have a bronzer. Then we have a nice highlighter. This is a perfect palette even to travel with. So I got this in a BoxyCharm. I have a full review on this palette, doing a full face with it, eyes, lips, and cheeks. So I'm keeping this one. Okay, and then I have, this is the only Zoeva palette I have. It's so pretty, and I'm keeping this one. This is the Holistic Balance Blush, Privacy and Calm Comfort. But the blushes are just, look at that intensity. They're so pretty. I barely touched the pen and look how intense they are. So yeah, I'm keeping this one for sure. And my last one is a Kevyn Aucoin or Aucoin. This is in the shade Grapevine Rosy Plum. Look at that. I love how it goes from light to dark. So this again are very hard to swatch. It's right here, but on the cheek this looks so pretty, just like the Dior ones. So I'm keeping this one. Okay, so we have these empty spaces here now, and this is for drugstore, so not much drugstore, that's all I have. And now let's move on to here. Okay, so these blushes, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to keep, because I love them all. Now actually, let's just start with my, maybe not, maybe I lied. So I'm definitely gonna keep my Dior blushes. I really don't need to swatch this because I have swatches on my channel. I have the coral one, the pink one, and the rosewood one. So this go back into my everyday makeup drawer. I have my new Merit blush in the shade Après. So in case you didn't see that video, this blush is stunning. I love it more than the Beverly Hills. So yeah, this is my new Makeup by Mario blush. That's the skin enhancer type of formula. This is in the shade Perfect Pink. I have my Patrick Ta in Do We Know Her. So this stays as well. So pretty. And I'm keeping all my Glossier. These are perfect for traveling. This lasts all day on your face. They're pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. And look how cute they look. And I love these shades. These are my favorite shades from the brand. They have a couple more shades. I'm interested in one more. But yeah, I picked up all this because I love them. So this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Virtue, which is the newer one in my collection. So I'm keeping this one. Nude Sticks Picante, again, this is new, so this one stays with me. Of course, Makeup by Mario in the shade Dusty Rose. You guys, this is such a pretty shade. Definitely Dusty Rose. Okay, so that stays with me. My Tower 28 in Happy Hour. Let me give this a swatch. Very pigmented, a lot of pink. So this one stays too. I don't like the packaging is kind of like broken. Sometimes it like breaks, so be careful. And Rose Ink. This is the only blush by Rose Ink, and it's really pretty. This is in the shade Foxglove. Oh, you can't go wrong with that. So pretty. Okay, so now we have the drugstore ones. I'm gonna keep my Cool Beauty one. I just bought this one, very similar to the Dior pink one. So this one stays. Now this one definitely stays. This is the Milani. It's a baked powder in the shade Luminoso. This blush is just over the top. It's just luminoso. It's very brightening and beautiful blush. Now this blush by Maybelline in the shade, what shade is this? Pink Rose. It's pretty, but can't really see it on the skin very good. I think I'm gonna declutter this one. I haven't used it much, so I'm gonna put this in the declutter box. And here is this beautiful blush by Milani, which is this nice raised rose. I think it's hard to see on the skin, but it transfers nice on the face. I'm keeping this one as well. Okay, so let me show you my declutter box now. Okay, so this is the declutter box. I'm gonna take them out and we're gonna count how many we decluttered. So we've decluttered 17 blushes. Isn't that crazy? 17 blushes. I'm so excited. And you can see the drawer looks much cleaner. We have more space for all of my drugstore blushes here, and extra space if I buy any more high-end blushes. You can see I really love my high-end blushes, but that's all I want to have from the drugstore. We'll see next time if we're gonna declutter any more. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this blush declutter. I'm excited. We cleaned up most of the blushes I don't use. We'll see next time what we're gonna get rid of, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's it for me today. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.